Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 with the Charlemagne DLC. We are playing as the Earl of Dublin here. Last episode, right at the end of it, our father died and we, Chief Flan, inherited. And now our heir is the Chief of Kildare, who is of our dynasty, so it's not a game over if he inherits. And in fact, that would be kind of a good outcome for us, because that would mean we would start playing as him, and then we would have both of these counties. So if I hadn't just spent 25 gold on a grand hunt in the last episode in an attempt to get my character killed, I would probably do it again now. But actually, can I get one in? I don't really want to go to 0 gold though, that seems dangerous. We'll just wait for people to die naturally. We can also of course try to kill him, because that works just as well, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be possible. Waiting to die ourselves seems just fine. We're also kind of trying to get married, but because we want to use inheritance to consolidate some land, we don't want to actually have an heir. So I was hoping to find somebody who is old or otherwise infertile. We can also take concubines, incidentally, as a tribal character, but we don't really want to do that for the same reason. And I still don't really know why I can't arrange a marriage between myself and my father's widow. Because you can pretty much make anybody marry anyone in your court. But who knows? So we have 700 in terms of our retinue, not retinue, levies, which would definitely be enough to take on Breffni here in a war, if my Chancellor was actually able to fabricate a claim, which it seems pretty unlikely. Ooh, nice. So we're looking for, hopefully, military here, and we got it, excellent. Let's get shipbuilding in the capital up to 1 immediately. And that allows us to build the shipbuilder. We could wait to save up the money, but we don't make very much money at all as a tribal character, so what I'm just going to do is borrow the 300 gold from Jewish merchants, which reduces our opinion with church vassals, which is the only vassal we actually have, but I don't care. And get that shipbuilder building immediately. So once we have some boats, we can actually start raiding, which is nice. We'll probably, I don't know, maybe go over to the Norse lands over here and raid them, or maybe if we can find some nice Muslim characters down here. Who knows? Okay, somebody arrived at my court. I guess somebody lost a war or something. Though it doesn't seem that much has changed on the map, so who knows. Pope Lando, great Pope name by the way, likes us a little better, which is good. Nice beard too. You seem like a pretty cool Pope, Pope Lando. He is celibate, which is, I suppose, what you want in a Pope. And I am going to try putting the speed up to speed 5 right here. Hopefully it doesn't take a bit of a frame rate hit, but it seems to be going okay. Hopefully it's not too obnoxious to watch. So our shipbuilder is finished. That gives us up to 15 ships. We have 700 troops, so we're actually going to have to wait for this to replenish up to at least 7 before we can go raiding with our full levies, which is obviously the way we would like to do it if at all possible. Kildare here had an heir, Donal MacDonagh, which is obviously pretty bad for us. Well, it's not necessarily bad. If we were to die, everything would still be fine, but now him dying doesn't give us his land. And I guess we could start throwing around the rest of this borrowed money to try and get him murdered, but he's probably just going to have another child at some point. We could try murdering some of these other characters. 68% base chance there is pretty good. If I could get this over 100 with just one bribe, I'd definitely be much more likely to do that. Though it looks like none of these guys are even close. Why does he have to be such a likable child? God. How about you? Well, he has only one child and isn't too likely to have any other children at his age, I'd imagine. Nope. Seems pretty unlikely. Well, it seems like maybe the best we can do is just to not have children ourselves and hope we die. We can at least get these two counties. The Marshal told me about his ideas. I couldn't really understand what he was talking about, but he was adamant in his belief that this would improve the military. Yeah, okay, sounds good. Up to 3 votes. It is impossible to try and get a hold of Fergal. He always has some sort of excuse to get away from me. Ignores me or even hides from me. I'm not that scary, right? Okay. I'll give up on Fergal. Up to 5 votes. Increasing slowly. Still 5. Ooh, up to 6. So 7 votes will exactly fit our full levy. So once we have that, it's time to go raiding. There we go. So let's go back to speed 4. We can raise up our boats and our levy. Make sure to toggle them as looters and get them on the boats. So let's see, where do we go? We are looking for somebody who's not Catholic, so any of these Muslims down here, these pagans in the Balkans, Tengri characters over here we could go, but that's kind of pretty far away. We can raid any of the Norse characters, Sumanesco, Slavic, Remuva, any of those. Up here though, this is another addition in the Charlemagne DLC. We're likely to encounter winter. Is there a weather map mode? I thought there was. It's in terrain maybe. Yeah, this is severe winter over here, normal winter. But it's likely to make us suffer some attrition, which I don't want to do, really. We don't have that many troops. We'd like to keep them. So I think I might try some of these Muslim characters. Or who's this in the Canaries? What religion are you? West African pagan. Okay, we can get him. I think with the amount of troops we currently have, we're probably not too likely to be able to siege down holdings completely. So we might want to be careful of the fort level. Yeah, some of these have all of their loot protected by the fort level, him included. Marrakech here. Probably don't want to antagonize the Umayyads. They can probably respond quickly. Here's a good one. Independent Count, without his loot properly protected. Looks like a good target to me. So, in here, please. I took a good look at myself and thought about my weaknesses and strengths. After many hours of soul searching, I realized I have nothing to be ashamed of, so I can gain proud, or I have many strengths but more weaknesses, so I can gain humble. Let's take proud if at all possible. We didn't, that's fine. I just noticed I have the get married ambition, so I'm going to cancel that and actually maybe select a useful ambition. Unfortunately, the King of Ireland ambition does not give us any CBs because we're not pagan. Though 1,000 prestige would be nice. It's not going to happen anytime soon though. Let's try and increase our stewardship. Turns out we actually do have enough men to raid this, which is great. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to unassign leaders so we don't get any troop loss from siege events. Assuming that's not something that's been changed in the DLC. Which I don't think it has. So yeah, we can at least siege down his top holding here, which is great. With only 700 men, I don't want to be losing them to siege events if at all possible, so that's why I'm doing it in this case. Looks like we'll be able to get at least a couple of holdings. If not all of them. Nice. Unfortunately, since we're not Norse, pretty sure we can't pick up the Viking trait, which would be nice. 7 gold and prisoners. We will ransom for even more gold. This is a pretty good source of gold. And of course we'll get a nice amount of prestige on returning as well. It has come to my attention that the Chancellor of Tyrone, Congus, has bribed and threatened his way through my domain. Well, better not use it. Of course he's used it. I think though if we lose a war against him, it's probably not a game over. Because he's of my dynasty. Not sure. As your men return from looting the holding, one of them hands you an axe with a strange purple sheen and a plus etched into the handle, followed by the number 2. After weighing it carefully in your hands, you toss aside your old grey axe in favour of the new weapon. I feel stronger. Gain 2 martial. Excellent. Do like the magic axe event. Oh, and it looks like our boats are basically full. So, it might be kind of suboptimal to stay here and keep raiding, but I think we still get the looted gold from winning the sieges, and we'd still get the prisoners. So, I think I'll just stay here until we go through the last holding. I'm actually not sure if we still get the gold from looting it. We'll find out. Let's find out together. So we're at 260-ish. Oh, my Chancellor has been murdered. Well, that sucks. Don't have much in the way of Chancellors. What I'm actually going to do is, in an attempt to get a decent Chancellor, invite a couple of nobles to court. By a couple I mean 6, and maybe some holy men. Oh, still nobody of any use at all. Alright, well, 9 is actually not terrible. Maybe we'll send him to... Should we send him to Lyon? It would be more useful to have another coastal county, because we could build a shipyard there and double the amount of boats we can raise, which is going to be useful. Okay, so we won that siege. It was looted of 0 gold. Okay, so I guess we don't get to keep the gold. And we didn't take any prisoners, so probably didn't really get anything out of sieging that last one, but whatever. It's fine. So a full fleet full of loot. You are having a good time in Rome. Excellent. And we got gold and prestige. Let's disband these for now. We can actually build... let's start with the market village. For no particular reason. And actually, I just remembered, since I died and succeeded, I can actually increase my tribal organization further. Unreformed pagan tribal vassal opinion down, but we don't have any such vassals, so no big deal. Yeah, so that will increase our income somewhat. Oh, my chancellor died again. So we're down to an 8 diplomacy chancellor. I might just have another quick look in the character interface. Find character interface, rather, for decent chancellors with claims that would accept an invitation. Not a ruler, my religion group, any culture, yes, an adult, don't care. Actually, oh yes, Great House, they're more likely to have claims. I suppose that would make it a bit easier. This was the dude who wouldn't accept a claim or accept an invite before. How about you? 12 would be an improvement. Yes, great. Come on over, we'll totally press your claim, I promise. That'll definitely happen. Don't even worry about it. But in the meantime, I just have a few little jobs that I'd like you to do. Just go ahead and fabricate some claims over there. We'll get to the whole pressing your claim thing any day now. Any day. So I think we can just go ahead and go raiding again. We're going to have to wait for one more ship because our levy is now at 742. Or we could wait for a few more ships so they can carry more loot. That might be worth doing. Let's take another quick look for suitable wives. Fingers of St. John the Baptist. Discount price for boxes of 10. A bishop brings to your attention that false relics are being sold at the markets at great profits. They do, of course, generate a lot of commerce and taxes, but still, it's rather immoral and blasphemous. So we can gain piety and lose gold and increase temple vassal opinion. Leave them be. Lowers temple vassal opinion, or we can gain 1 gold. Lowers temple opinion and chance of gaining greedy. Or gain greedy, chance of gaining cynical. I guess I'll just gain the piety. That's fine. So this character, she's ill, so she might die soon. Is the relative of some sort of king, probably. Sure, I guess we'll marry her and just hope for no children. To get... I was hoping to get the get married ambition, but I suppose it hasn't been long enough since I changed it. That's fine. I'll just go ahead and marry her. My moodiness and tendency to lash out at people is getting worse. I slept too little and can't seem to stop worrying. Gain the trait stressed. Okay, well maybe we'll die soon. That'll be fine. It also just occurred to me now that I could have married her matrilineally and then... no, that would have been bad, because then the county would be inherited by our children if we had them. Never mind. Let's gain the prestige, obviously. Okay, good. And we have a fertility penalty from being stressed. She has one from being ill. So as long as we keep those, we probably won't have any children. And now we have enough prestige to build a new holding in here. Well, as soon as our market village is completed anyway. Let's go up to speed 5 while we wait for that to happen. Oh, excellent. He's actually managed to fabricate a claim. That's great. Just a couple more claims, then we'll get to pressing your claim. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Fabricate claim on the Chieftain of Lion. Let's use it. It's super cheap. I think the payment is based on income, so we have very low income, so that's why it's only 1.52 gold. And we also lose some prestige, which is not a huge deal. It's only 50, and we just got a bunch from marrying whoever that was we just married. So yeah, yes, let's use it. And yeah, we're gonna have to wait until the next episode to actually press it because we are just out of time. So join me then, and thanks for watching.